Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new farm vlog on the farm. So it's been a few days since we last recorded here on the farm because we went out into the mountains with our two snowmobiles. So we're just coming back from that trip now, and apparently it's been raining a lot and the weather's been good, so now the crops have grown a considerable amount. So I think we're gonna have a little bit of a rush now to get stuff done. We took about a week-long break just to go up to the mountains and visit some family. So we are gonna have to catch up here. We did prepare some stuff before the harvest, but we'll have to see here how far behind we're gonna be. So it looks like our soybean crop is actually doing really well. It's grown a lot more than I thought. It looks almost ready to harvest. Really everything does, but we're gonna have to do a bit of catch up here to try to get on track. I don't think it's quite ready to harvest yet because we haven't even hit fall, the general time where we have to harvest, but we have to see how close everything is. We'll have to check the pods and stuff and see how well they break open, but we are gonna chop a little bit because that is what we got the chopper for, obviously. So not a lot has happened around here, I don't think. No, everything's where it was. So I think not a lot. We did a little bit of stuff in the shop, like preparation work, but we haven't really done a lot since the last farm vlog. We did leave the loader out in the 49, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna pull up here. So we did a while back buy this toy hauler for trips like we did, and we did take the snowmobiles to the mountains, like I said, so we have those in there. But I'm very impressed with how the 1500 Chevy actually pulled that. It's working really nice for that. Johnny is bringing my Gator back from his place. So I'm going to check just quickly here in the shop if anything's changed. It looks like everything's pretty normal. We did service the combine and the header because we haven't used the Mac down before, so it's going to be really interesting to work with that. Max probably has to go on its disc pretty soon for fall tillage, so that's going to be busy, but we might use it to cart a little bit. And we are going to have to do second crop hay, which is going to really throw a wrench in everything, so we're definitely going to need to consider in the near future hiring somebody to help us for sure. But one thing we got to do here is get some cash flow, because when this harvest kicks off, we are going to need to trade this semi out this fall, I'm thinking, because from what I can tell, that thing's just not going to cut it with how much crop we have this year. So I got to find a place to put the toy hauler here, and Johnny, I think I'll have you work in the shop on just getting everything put together, like the gravity wagon and stuff. We do have a problem. The one gravity wagon is still not fixed. The insurance company came out and they said that they are going to total it, so we're going to have to get a replacement of that pretty soon. I think the dealership's going to come here and haul that off because apparently the front axle is completely shot and it caused other damages, so we're going to have to trade that out, unfortunately, for something different. It probably is repairable, but they don't consider it road safe, I guess, so that's unfortunate. We have listed this Garrett Cody, so I think there is a few buyers interested. We haven't really scheduled anything with them yet, but all in good time. So the hay vines, we're going to keep that around a little bit for haying because we are going to pick up a field on rent, I think. But everything looks pretty normal here. I think Johnny did open up a few sheds just to check on things.
Do you want me to get the corn head on the chopper and service that? Because if we're going to be chopping silage soon, we should probably look over that.
Yeah, I might change the oil on the case here because we haven't done that yet, so I think I'll probably throw that in the shop. And I think I'm going to call the dealer up and see if they can come bring out a flatbed to get that gravity box taken away, but we're going to have to get a semi figured out because I don't think we're going to be able to handle this season without one.
Okay, are you going to use the MX to haul with? Because I checked the rain gauge while I was driving by, and there's 6 inches of rain in it, so the fields are going to be pretty muddy. Are you going to use the MX to haul then, so we don't get stuck with the wagons?
Yeah, I don't think the 49 is going to cut it this time, so I'm going to probably throw that in the shop. But I gotta figure out where to put the toy hauler, so we'll figure that all out off camera here, and I'll get back to you guys once we get going. Alright, so we got everything serviced up here. We are going to use the MX here, and I've got this all cleaned up to sell. I don't think it's going to bring us a lot of money, maybe 12 to 15 grand. I mean, it has collector's value for the older style truck, and it's a grain bed, which is pretty rare, so I'm hoping to get at least something out of it, but it's probably going to fund a semi or part of it, and then we got to buy a trailer, so I might call the dealer up while I'm running this and see if they have anything that they can bring in from another dealer, or call a few other dealerships. But we gotta see. The people out for the other Gravity Wagon hasn't come out yet, but to pick it up. But I guess we'll have to see. So we're gonna have to stick with silage until we figure something out. So I think Johnny's gonna head down to the field. We're gonna go to the place up by his house. So that's the plan there, and I'll see you guys in a little time lapse here with the drone, so enjoy that. Alright, so it's the next day here. We did some chopping yesterday, so that took up a lot of our day, and it's raining now, but we did decide to help a neighbor out here on the left side, this field right here, because he basically, his combine broke down, so we're going to be helping him out because our crops aren't quite ready yet. They're very close though. So I'm heading up actually to look at a semi-truck candidate to replace the grain dump Chevy truck. It's a good distance away, but it shouldn't take long to get there. So I gotta run up to see and take a look at that and just generally look over it. I might take it into a mechanic shop just to get it checked out to make sure it's all safe. So we'll head up there and take a look at that. So here's the dealership here. We aren't getting it from here because they don't really carry used semis. Looks like another tractor's right here. It's like some sort of case quad track with a deep ripper behind it. Let's to overtake here. So get around it or like get a straight stretch because this isn't a good place to pass. Good sized machine though. Oh yeah, it's pulling over. Just go over here and then we'll overtake. So I'll see you guys where the semi is. So that looks like the semi there. Looks like they put it undercover just because of all this rain we're getting right now. Just take a look here. I don't know if the gate auto opens or not. But just, oh yeah. Sweet. So we'll just pull in here next to these two SUVs. That should be good. Alright, so I am just going to say this quick. The reason I'm going to voice over this entire section of looking at the truck is at the time the place where we were buying it from had their grain dryer running the entire time, so basically recently in this episode you'll notice my audio levels are off compared to vehicles and other noises, so I have to adjust that, and I have adjusted it for future videos, but this basically, the grain dryer just drowned me out so bad, so I'm gonna have to voice over this entire thing, so just understand that. But yeah, let's go look at the semi. Alright, so we're walking up to where the semi is, and as you can see, it's in this dumping bay because of the rain. So we have the Wilson pace setter trailer here that we're looking at. In really nice condition, actually. I'm pretty impressed with how it looks overall. Everything looks pretty good. It still has the parking chocks. Axles look really good. It looks like this thing hasn't been run through salt, from what I can tell. Very minimal rust. The hoppers look nice from the outside. The truck has nice fenders over it. That's a nice added bonus to prevent the road dirt. Has a Caterpillar motor, it looks like, judging by the yellow coloring. So this is a Freightliner semi here. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head while editing this. It does have twin straight pipes on it. All the correct wiring. And yeah, it looks really nice. Fuel tanks. The whole setup itself looks very nice. I like the color of the truck. I'm going to run inside here and just talk about getting the keys quick. Okay, so I got the keys to go look at the interior now, and yeah, I still think this thing looks really nice. The fender wells, I did check them off camera. They do look nice. Overall, the appearance of it's nice. It's around a late 90s truck. We'll hop in the cab here, and really nice wood grain interior. Simple, but very nice. I also like the fact that it's a day cab because it makes it a lot better to back up to trailers, and you can see a lot better when you're loading the trailer and stuff like that. So that's really helpful to have also. But I'm going to start up here, and the steering seems, I haven't moved it much, but it built pressure pretty fast. Overall, they did leave the trailer uncoupled for me so I could just test it out. But everything seems pretty good. I think. Drive it forward here. The clutch is pretty touchy, so it tells me that the clutch isn't too worn in. Either it's a new one or a pretty unused original one. Power steering works nice. All the gauges work. We'll just take it for a quick loop. it handles really nice. The nice thing about a short wheelbase truck like this, unlike a triaxle, is you have a lot tighter of a turning radius. Not nearly as tight as one of those like man agri trucks with like the 2x4 kind of design. Actually, they're 4x4, but basically 2 axles, 4-wheel drive. But it stops really nice. Yeah, I'm liking this truck a lot, so I am gonna see about making a deal. Probably won't pick it up today. I'll probably pick it up in the next farm vlog, but yeah, I think this is the one. I know it seems a little like for the first one, but I did look at a few others like on websites, and they just seemed a lot more beat up, where this one I think was just run and maintained well, because it's run by a big corporation where a farm probably wouldn't take as good of care of it. So we're on our way back here to the farmyard. I do need to do an oil change on the caddy at some point, because it's had a few miles put on it since the oil change, about 2,000, so I'm probably gonna put just change the oil and just probably switch it to synthetic, because I think right now this one is on normal oil, it's not synthetic, so I'll probably switch it to that because it's my vehicle that I pretty much daily. I could drive my pickup, but this gets somewhat better MPG, so we'll just work with this, I think. But we're gonna head up to the farm now, and Johnny is up at the contract field, I think, with the header. I do need to go grab a semi and the auger wagon, the grain cart from the guy we're doing it for, because we don't have a semi really, like anything to haul it besides gravity wagons, so I'm gonna run up and get that quick, and I'll catch you guys once we've gotten most of that stuff there. Alright, so we're heading up to the field here. Now this looks like my MX, but it's actually not. This is the neighboring farmer's MX. You can see it's a little different. Like the wheels are different. It's just generally a little bit, I think it's a smaller model than ours, pretty sure. And we also have a grain cart on the back, so that's just a little difference here. He has a really nice setup. It's pretty similar to ours. It's just now he has this, which is a little better than what we have. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I feel pretty at home with this machine because it's pretty simple like ours is. But Johnny's up in the field. I think I'm gonna need to grain cart for him. I did park the semi in the neighbor's driveway. It's an old International day cab, which the day cabs back then were pretty short, and they were basically called suicide cabs, because if you crashed into anything you would not be in a good place. So I'm not a big fan of that truck, but I guess eventually we'll have our own that we can use. So Johnny's over there, it looks like. I did ask the neighbor before I parked here. So Johnny's right up here, and we're gonna move to some cinematic video with a bit of a time lapse, so enjoy that. Alright, so we're heading back to the farmyard. You may notice I'm on Johnny's Gator 6x4 because he had to run to a friend's house and he forgot to pick me up from the neighbors again while I was dropping off the semi. So I had to walk all the way to his house and I just decided to commandeer his 6x4. You know, that's what fathers and sons do, is they just commandeer each other's vehicles. So I thought I'd take the cruise on this thing, and I gotta say, it's pretty nice. It's not very soft for the suspension, but I really like how it handles. Do a lot of fun, like, little farm chores with it. It's not crazy fast. I honestly would like to get one for myself, but they're pretty cheapy, and it's like $2 grand, and they're a lot easier to get out of than the full cab Gator XUV, which is still really nice, but it's just you can get in and out of this easier. So I don't know. Tomorrow we're going to be working on the soybeans, I think. A lot of the bean crop is pretty close to being ready. I gotta check the moisture a little bit, but probably keep this over at this farm for a few days just while we're doing the harvest, just to get around it. We can just leave it somewhere and not have to worry about it like a truck. But these beans are looking pretty good. Two little weeds in there, but it's not too bad. Beans are looking nice. I've tested a few of the pods and they do seem like they'll be ready to go tomorrow, so I'm hopeful that that's gonna work out. But I mean, 3 to 6x4, this thing turns pretty nice. You spot like plants in this, so that's gonna be great. But like I said, the harvest should be kicking off here. We do need to work at Johnny's house at some point during harvest to get his driveway fixed a little bit. We're not going to be doing any more silage because we did fill our pit. We might bring some to the biogas plant, but I'm thinking we're going to have too much as it is, so I'm not too worried about it because I think we gave the chopper a good amount of runtime this year, and we're going to have enough to last quite a few months with the amount we did, because we've done more than we ever have before. That wheel loader is a lifesaver though, but this thing even has turn signals. So I can use the signals just to turn into the yard. It actually grabs the wheel with this thing. Just turn around. And Johnny did bale the grass field, so we'll have to pick those up tomorrow or today. We just got back from the trip today, so I'm kind of not expecting to, like, I gotta unpack still, so I might have to take a little bit of a day, because pretty much when we got home, we just got to work right away. But it's nice to know the combine's all dialed in and ready to go. I'm gonna work around the yard a little bit now. I'll probably stack 2 bales off camera, but Johnny and I are excited for harvest this year with all the new additions. Tomorrow we are gonna go pick up the Freightliner semi, so yeah. I think we're going to get some good expansions to the farm, but it's expensive, but I think they're the things we needed to really make profits, because the equipment we had, it broke down so much, it kind of just, we didn't gain a lot, as much as we could with newer equipment that works better, but newer equipment means more money to fix it, so I don't know, it's kind of a winning loss. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below in the comment section. And yeah guys, until the next farm vlog, I'll see you all later. Bye everybody. Thanks for watching.